ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತೆ, ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಮಾನಿಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಯಾಡ್ಸ್.
प्रणमाम्यहं श्रीगौरीसुतम् प्रणमाम्यहं श्रीगौरीसुतम् प्रणमाम्यहं श्रीगौरीसुतम् प्रणमाम्यहं श्रीगौरीसुतं पणिदरूपवासु देवभक्तं सदरं प्रणमाम्यहं श्रीगौरीसुतं पणिदरूपवासु देवभक्तं सदरं प्रणमाम्यहं श्री गणनाथ ममर ब्रूदसेवितं गणनाथ ममर ब्रूदसेवितं गणनाथ ममर ब्रूदसेवितं गणनाथ ममर सेवितं पडिगारभूषितं गणनाथ ಹಿತಕರ ಅಮಿತಗರ್ವಭಜಕಂ ನದಲೋಗದೋಷದಾಯಕಂ 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 ಶ್ರೀತಭಕ್ತಪಾಲಕಂ ನದಲೋಗದೋಷದಾಯಕಂ ಶ್ರೀತಭಕ್ತಪಾಲಕಂ ಸಿದ್ಧಿವಿನಾಯಕಂ ಪ್ರಣಮಾಮ್ಯಹಂ ಶ್ರೀಗೌರೇ ಸುಗಂ ಪರಿತಲ್ಪವಾಸು ದೇವಭಕ್ತಂ ದದರಂ ಪ್ರಣಮಾಮ್ಯಹಂ ಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರಣಮಾಮ್ಯಹಂ ಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರಣಮಾಮ್ಯಹಂ ಶ್ರೀ ಗೌರೀ ಸುತಂ
Acharya Devo Bhava, Atiti Devo Bhava. Good evening and a warm welcome to every one of you on behalf of Srimati Jyoti, Sri Ranganath, Srimati Bhagyalakshmi and the Mudrika Foundation for Indian Performing Arts to the Bharatanatyam Ranga Bivandane of Kumari Deepika Ranganath. ರಸಿಕ ದೇವತೆಗಳೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಶುಭ ಸಂಧ್ಯಾ. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನ ಹೊರಾವರಣವು ಕೆಲವು ದಿನಗಳಿಂದ ವರ್ಷ ಋತುವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನೆನೆದು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದರೂ ಇಂದಿನ ಸುಂದರ ಭಾನುವಾರದ ಸಂಜೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನವನ್ನು ಕಲೆಯ ಹನಿಗಳಿಂದ ಸೋಕಲು ನಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರೀಯ ನೃತ್ಯ ಕಲೆಯಾದ ಭರತನಾಟ್ಯ ರಂಗಪ್ರವೇಶವನ್ನು ತಮ್ಮುಂದಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾಳೆ ಕುಮಾರಿ ದೀಪಿಕಾ ರಂಗನಾಥ್. ಅವಳನ್ನು ಹಾರೈಸಿ ಈ ಸಂಭ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಲ್ಗೊಳ್ಳಲು ಬಂದಿರುವಂತಹ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾದ ನಾಡಿನ ಹೆಸರಾಂತ ನೃತ್ಯ ದಂಪತಿಗಳಾದ ವಿದುಷಿ ಶ್ರೀ ರಂಜಿತಾ ನಾಗೇಶ್ ಹಾಗೂ ನಾಟ್ಯ ವಿದ್ವಾನ್ ಶ್ರೀ ನಾಗೇಶ್, ಹೆಸರಾಂತ ಕಲಾ ವಿಮರ್ಶಕಿ ಮತ್ತು ಹೆಸರಾಂತ ಪತ್ರಗಾತಿಯಾದ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ರಘುರಾಮ್ ಅವರು, ಪ್ರಮುಖ ನೃತ್ಯಾಂಗಣೆ, ನೃತ್ಯ ಗುರು ಹಾಗೂ ನೃತ್ಯ ಸಂಯೋಜಕಿಯಾದ ಮಾಧುರಿ ಉಪಾಧ್ಯ, ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ತುಂಬ ಹೃದಯದ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಮಯೂರಿ ಉಪಾಧ್ಯ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೋ ಸಾರಿ. Before we proceed further, I request every one of you to kindly put all your digital devices on silent. Bharatanatyam, recognized as one of the oldest classical dance forms in India, is a heartfelt expression of India's rich cultural tapestry, deeply interwoven with spirituality and storytelling. Each performance becomes a compelling narrative, bringing ancient stories to life through intricate movements and emotive eloquence, storytelling, rhythm, and a strong tradition of intricate footwork. Sri Ramanujacharya, one of the most progressive philosophers, scholar, and spiritual visionary, professed in his literary work, the Sri Bhashyam, that God is Saguna Brahman, and that the creative process encompassing all of creation's things is genuine and not illusory as far as the Lord is concerned. It is Maya only for the creatures on the earth. Similarly, this dance form serves as a medium to traverse the path of bhakti, while it conveys religious stories and devotional themes. Thus, using this medium to traverse the path of bhakti, the performer and the audience, Deepika Ranganath, begins her performance today with an offering to Ganapati in the form of a Ganesha Alaripu. An Alaripu by itself is the blooming of a flower. So a blooming and unfurling of the myriad layers of the dancer's body, mind, intellect and soul with and in the presence of the Lord Mahaganapati. In the Ragam Gambhira Natai, Chaturashrajati Ekatalam, choreography of Guru Srimati Minal Prabhu, this Alaripu is set to the music of the Ganapati Talam.
विकटोत्कट सुंदर दंतिमुखम भुजगेन्द्र सुसत् पददाभरणम् गजलील गजेन्द्र गणाधिपतिं प्रणतोऽस्मि विनायक हस्तिमुखं प्रणतोऽस्मि विनायक हस्तिमुखं प्रणतोऽस्मि विनायक हस्तिमुखं
தையும் தலங்குதக திக்குதக ததிங்கினதும் தாம் தாம் கிடதக தை தாம் தத்தித்தாம் தித்தாம் கிடதக தை தத்தாம் தித்தாம் கிடதக தை தத்தை கிடதக தாம் தித்தாம் கிடதக தை தத்தை கிடதக தாம் தித்தாம் கிடதக தை தக்கிட்ட தக்கத்தாம் தித்தாம் கிடதக தை தக்கிட்ட தக்கத்தாம் இதம் கிருதை கிருதை கிருதாம் 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 இதம் கிருதை கரி கிருதாம் தத்தித்தாம் தித்தாம் கிடதக தை தக்கிட்ட தக்கத்தாம் தத்தித்தாம் தித்தாம் கிடதக தை
Before we start the rest of the amalgam, I would like to introduce to all of you Deepika Ranganath, the artist of this evening. A student who's been under the tutelage of Karnataka Kalashri Guru Vinal Prabhu for the last 11 years. She was initiated into dance by Vidwan Nagesh and Vidushi Dr. Sri Ranjita Nagesh of Sri Natya Bharati Dance School, who is with us this evening, when she was just 6 years old. Classical music and dance have been an integral part of Deepika's childhood, her family being connoisseurs of the arts. Deepika passed Bharatanatyam junior examinations held by the Karnataka Education Board in first class and has completed her dance examinations, Prarambhika, Praveshika and Madhyama in first class from the Akhila Bharatiya Gandharva Mahavidya Mandala, Mumbai. In the year 2017, she gave a solo dance performance, Chiguru, at Kannada Bhavana. She has completed her music vocal examinations in Carnatic music, Adhya, Madhya and Purna with distinction from the Bangiya Sangeeta Parishad that is affiliated to the Rabindra Bharati University in Kolkata. Deepika and her team are gold medalists at the prestigious 24th National Children's Science Congress in Technology. Ever since she was 6, she has taken part in several dance performances in a lead role in her school, Kendriya Vidyalaya, winning prizes and certificates. She is also a recipient of the State Award as Bulbul and Guide, receiving it from the Governor of Karnataka, a member of Sri Chamundi Scout Guide Group as a Bunny, Bulbul and a Guide since the year 2006. As a guide representing the state, she has had the privilege of greeting and interacting with the Dalai Lama, the spiritual and temporal ruler of Tibet. She has danced at the Mudrika Group annual festivals and in Panchatantra, a dance feature production from Mudrika. As her school kabaddi captain, Deepika has represented her school at regional level sports meets. Academically, she secured a distinction in the pre-university and is now pursuing her studies in BTech engineering at PAS University with a merit scholarship there. Wishing Deepika all the best for the rest of her performance. I'd also like to introduce to you the ensemble this evening. On the Natwangam is Guru Srimati Minal Prabhu. On the vocal, we have Vidwan Shri Balasubramanya Sharma. On the Mridangam, we have Vidwan Shri G. Gurumurthy. On the flute, we have Vidwan Shri Aditya Sarvesh, who happens to be Deepika's first cousin, who's come all the way from USA just to play for her. And on the violin, we have Vidwan Shri Pradesh Achar. The rhythm pads this evening will be wielded by Vidwan Shri Prasanna. Moving on to the next part of her performance. Andal or Kode is one of the most extraordinary personalities in religious history. One of the earliest female poetesses. She is known in her native tongue of Tamil as Alvar, one who is immersed in the depths of enjoyment of God. The life of Andal is remarkable in its romantic simplicity. A devout Brahmin named Vishnu Chitta lived in Villiputtur, a town near Madurai. His everyday duties included procuring flowers for the worship of the Lord at the local temple. One morning, as he goes about his business, he discovers a baby girl lying under a tulasi plant in his garden. Having no family of his own, Vishnu Chitta, or Periyalvar as he is now venerated, felt it was God's grace and gave him this child and named her Godai, or the gift of Mother Earth. He took her home and raised her as his own, brought up in an atmosphere of bhakti and sharanagati to Lord Ranganatha. She developed an intense love for the Lord. She came to be known as the Shuri Kurutha Nachiyar, as out of the pure naivety of her adoration to the Lord, she adorned herself with garlands that were woven for the Lord before they were offered to him. Upon insistence from the gods themselves, Periyalvar or Vishnu Chitta celebrated her wedding with the Lord, and the 15-year-old Nappinai merged with the Tirunamam of Sri Ranganath. The Kavitvam or Kautvam that Deepika presents now is a composition dedicated to Sri Vishnu Chitta, which delineates in different parts this beautiful story that I just told you. The composer happens to be Gangai Muttunattuvanna. It's set in the ragam Malaya Maruta, Aditala. This has been choreographed interestingly by one of Mudrika's senior students, Miss Deepika Shrikant, under the guidance of Guru Srimati Minal Prabhu.
தகத்தடம் தரி தகடகடம் தரி தகதகதகதிமி திமி தரி கிடரகதாகத நம் தரி தகடக நம் தரி தகதகதகதிமி திமி தரி கிடரகதாகதடம் தரி தகடகடம் தரி தகதகதகதிமி திமி தரி கிடரகதாகத நம் தரி தகடக நவு தரி தகதகதகதிமி திமி தரி கிடரகதாகத நம் தரி தகணகிடம் தரி தகதகதகதிமி திமி தரி கிடரக வில்லி நகர்த்திகள் விஷ்ணு சீர்த்தர் மகளாக வந்த திரு ஆடி பூர நாள் வில்லி ஆடி பூர நாள் வில்லி நகர்த்திகள் விஷ்ணு சீர்த்தர் மகளாக வந்த திரு ஆடி பூர நாள் தித்த 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 இடரக துளசி வனம் தனிலே தித்த 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 இடரக துளசி வனம் தனிலே தித்த 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 இடரக துளசி வனம் தனிலே ಧಿತ್ತ ಧಿತ್ತ ಇಡರಗ ತುಳಸಿ ವನಮೋ ತರಿರೇ ಧಿತ್ತ 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 ಇಡರಗ ತುಳಸಿ ವನಮೋ ತರಿರೇ ಧಿತ್ತ 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 ಇಡರಗ ತುಳಸಿ ವನಮೋ ತರಿರೇ ಜಮೋ ಜಮೋ ದಕಣಕಣಂ தரிதை திக்கு தக்க தொங்கிடதக தொங்கிடதக தொங்கிட தோதோ கிடதக தொட கிட கிடதக சுக்கிரவாரம் அவதாரமாகியே ஜம் ஜம் தகணகணம் தரிதை திக்கு தக்க தோகிடதக தோகிடதக தோகிட தோதோ கிடதக தொட கிட கிடதக சுக்கிரவாரம் அவதார மாகியே ஜக கிடதக ஜக தக்கிடதக திக்கிடதக கிடதகி சங்கமேதியே திக்கிடதக திரிகிடதகி கிடதகி திகிரி அடியவன் ஜக கிடதக ஜக தக்கிடதகி திக்கிடதகி கிடதகி சங்கமேதியே திக்கிடதகி திரிகிடதகி கிடதிக திகிரி அடியவன் தோம் கிடதகி தொடகிடதகி கிடதகி ஜோதியானவர் நம் கிடதகி கிடதகி நாமம் ஆயிரம் வடபத்ர ஜெயனுக்கு சூடி கொடுத்து தாகத கிடனக கிடனக ஜம் பூமகணாகிய கோதே கௌத்வம் கபகரித நித 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 சரி கபத நித பத பத நித பகபகரி சனித நித 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 சரி கபத நித பத பத நித பகபர நித ரித நித நித ரி சரி கபகரித நித நிரித கபரி தாரித நித நிதரி சரி கபகரித நித நிரித சரி சரி கரித நித 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 நீ தனி தனித நித பத பத பர நித பகவ ததரிரி தரி கரித நித நித பதனித பகவ அதரிரி தரி கபகரி கபகரி கப பகவத நித பத நித பதரி கபத நித சரி கபத நித சரி கபத நித புத்ரி கோதையை கொண்டு அணியரகம் திருமுற்றத்தேருவாரி திருமுற்றத்தேருவாரி ತೊಡಗಿಡದಗ ಗಿಡದಗ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಯಾನವ ನಮ್ ಗಿಡದಗ ಗಿಡದಗ ನಾಮಂ ಆಯಿರವು ಪಡಭದ್ರ ಜಯನಿಗೆ ಶೂಡಿ ಕುಡುತ್ತ ತಾಹದ ಗಿಡದಗ ಗಿಡದಗ ಜಂ ಜಂ ಭೂಮಗಳಾಗಿಯ ಗೋತೆ ಕೌತ್ವಂ ದರಿ 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 ಗುಂದರಿ ರಿ ಗುಂದರಿ ದರಿ ದರಿ ಗುಂದರಿ ಗಿಡ ಗಿಡದೋ ಗಿಡ ಗಿಡದೋ ತರಿ 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 ಗುಂದರಿ ಗೋ ಗುಂದರಿ ದರಿ ದರಿ ಗುಂದರಿ ಗಿಡ ಗಿಡದೋ ಗಿಡ ಗಿಡದೋ ದರಿ 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 ಗುಂದರಿ ರಿ ಗುಂದರಿ ததரி தரி குந்தரி கிட கிடதும் தொங் கிட கிடதும் தொங் தரி 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 குந்தரி குந்தரி தரி தரி குந்தரி கிட கிடதும் தகுதி கு தகிட தொங் கிட கிடத கிட தகி கிட
Guru Srimati Minal Prabhu, founder and director of Mudrika Foundation for Indian Performing Arts, a premier dance institution in Bengaluru, established in the year 1967, with the goal of nurturing the Kalakshetra style of Bharatanatyam and imparting this knowledge to dedicated and motivated students, is the sculptor of this evening. Guru Srimati Minal Prabhu is an alumnus of the prestigious Kalakshetra Foundation, Chennai, and has had the privilege to learn from Padma Bhushan Srimati Rukmini Devi Arundel herself. Besides various other stalwarts in dance, such as Padma Bhushan Srimati Kalanidhi Narayanan, Padma Bhushan Sri Vempati Chinna Satyam Garu, and so on. As a leading guru of Bangalore, she has choreographed several group and solo dance features which have been well received and greatly appreciated by the audience. Some of her noted works include the Raghuvamsh Charitra, Trikon, Panchatantra, Moksha Mudra, Ritu Manjari, Krishna Navarasa, Eka Aneka, and more recently, Vahini, the Rivers. Having travelled widely, her productions have been presented in South Asian countries and in Europe. The recipient of various prestigious awards and titles such as the Karnataka Kalashri by the Karnataka Sangeeta Nritya Academy, the Singaramani by the Surashingar Samsad, the Kalashri by the Swanandashram, the Bharatam Awards Udupi, and the Bharat Kalachudar by the Tamil Isai Sangam Pollachi. Guru Minal Prabhu has been instrumental in teaching aesthetics in dance at the Natya Institute of Kathak and Choreography and is faculty for Bharatanatyam at the Attakalari Center for Movement Arts for over a decade. And Deepika is indeed fortunate to have been learning from her. We now move on to which is almost always the centerpiece of a traditional Bharatanatyam margam, a varnam, which in a Bharatanatyam repertoire or margam is that continuum which gives ever-expanding room to the dancer to delight in her self-fulfillment by providing the fullest scope to her own creativity as well as to the tradition of the art. Technically, a balanced regimen of both Nritta and Abhinaya, the USP of a Varnam is that it touches the perceiver, feeler, and thinker in both the artist and the Rasika. Neela Megha Shyama Sundarana, Kare Tare Sakhi. This sublime yet delightful choreography of Guru Minal Prabhu, that true to its namesake spreads before you the different varnas or the myriad hues of ragas, talas, jatis, korveis, thoughts, sentiments, and emotions that eulogizes the Sringara Rasa or the Bhakti Sringara Rasa. The intense love of the Nayika for Krishna, where she completely sublimates herself, body, mind, and soul, is also captured in the Sahitya after the Charanam. A dexterous Swarakshara, Ni enna tanu, ni enna mana, ni ennu siru, where the musical note, Nishada, resonates with the same longing and yearning in a truly touching lyrical and musical composition of Sriji Gurumurthy and Sri Balasubramanya Sharma. set to Ragamalika and in the Aditala, one of the Anupallavis, the Sahitya Nayana Manohara Mohanangana Navarasa Ranjita Romanchake. This weaves together episodes from the Krishna Leela as the choreography delineates the Navarasas or the 9 rasas from the Abhinaya Dharpana. While Shringara portrays the union between Krishna and the Nayika, the Karunya Rasa brings to fore his empathy or karuna for Draupadi while she was subjected to humiliation in the court. The Veera Rasa, you will see Deepika showing the destruction of Kamsa and Chanura. You will see also a mischievous Krishna who is filled with mirth at the visions of the gopis who are startled when he breaks their pots with all the milk and curd poured all over them. There are very few times that one hears of Krishna being in Raudra. And one of those famous moments is his anger at Shishupala when he insulted him. Bhayanaka for Krishna, I think the only time or only person he was ever frightened of, or maybe even that was a pretense, but when his mother came home with complaints by the entire community about how mischievous Krishna was and threatens to scold him, he then shows his bhaya to his mother. Bhibhatsa is his disgust at the way the entire Yadukula disintegrates into extremely difficult and extremely vulgar, and there were times when the Yadukula, the Nasha set in and they destroyed themselves. This you will see in Bhibhatsa. Of course, his Vishwarupa to Arjuna during the Gitopadesha is something that evokes Adbhuta in all our minds even today. The Shanta is the peace at the end of it all. Bringing to you the Varnam, Ragamalika, set to Aditalam.
ta ding gi na tum ta di ta ta di dhana ta dhana jonu ta jonu dimi ta dimi ta ri ta dhana ta jonu ta dimi ta ta dha ri ta dhana ta jonu dimi ta ding ding na tum ta ri ta ri dhana ta dhana jonu ta jonu dimi ta dimi ta ri ta dhana ta jonu ta dimi ta 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 dhana ta jonu dimi ta ding ding na tum ta ri ta ri dhana ta dhana jonu dimi ta dimi ta ri ta dhana ta jonu ta dimi ta ri ta dhana ta jonu dimi ta ding ding na tum ta ri dhana ta dhana jonu dimi ta dimi ta ri ta dhana ta jonu ta dimi ta ri ta dhana ta jonu dimi ta ding ding na tum ta ri dhana ta dhana jonu dimi ta dimi ta ri ta dhana ta jonu dimi ta ri ta dhana ta jonu dimi ta ding ding na tum ta ri dhana ta dhana jonu dimi ta dimi ta ri ta dhana ta jonu dimi ta ri ta dhana ta jonu dimi ta ding ding na tum ta ri ta kita ta ka dhana ta kita ta ka jonu ta kita ta ka dimi ta kita ta ka ta ri ta kita ta ka dhana ta kita ta ka jam ta ri ta dhana ta janu tarkad dom jam ta ri ta dhana ta janu tarkad dom jam ta ri ta dhana ta janu tarkad dom ta jam ta ri ta kita tam ta ri ta dhana tam ta ding dena tum ta ding dena tum ta ding dena tum jam ta ri ta dhana ta janu tarkad dom jam ta ri ta dhana ta janu tarkad dom jam ta ri ta dhana ta janu tarkad dom ta jam ta ri ta kita tam ta ri ta dhana tam ta ding dena tum ta ding dena tum ta ding dena tum jam ta ri ta dhana ta janu tarkad dom jam ta ri ta dhana ta janu tarkad dom jam ta ri ta dhana ta janu tarkad dom ta jam ta ri ta kita tam ta ri ta dhana tam ta ding dena tum ta ding dena tum ta ding dena tum
நீல மேக சாம சுந்தர
There is a sound issue. We request everybody to please be seated and wait. We've had to take this break because there's been a sound issue. Thank you for your patience.
ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ
ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಾನಿಟರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಕೊಡಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Thank you for your patience. This was just Krishna and his leelas.
ನಿತ್ಯ ಮಧುರ ಮುರಳೀ ನರಗೇನಾಗ ನೀನು ಕಾದರ ದಿಲ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿರ್ಬಲ ರೂಪನ ರಾಜಲೀಲೆಯ ನಿರತ ನೆನೆಯೂತ ಸೋದಿಯೇನ ನಿರ್ಬಲ ರೂಪನ ರಾಜಲೀಲೆಯ ನಿರತ ನೆನೆಯೂತ ಸೋದಿಯೇನ ನಿರ್ಬಲ ರೂಪನ ರಾಜಲೀಲೆಯ ನಿರತ ನೆನೆಯೂತ ಸೋದಿಯೇನ ನಿರ್ಮಲ ರೂಪನ ರಾಜಲೀಲೆಯ ನಿರತ ನೆನೆಯೂತ ಸೋದಿಯೇನ ನಿರ್ಮಲ ರೂಪನ ರಾಸಲೀಲೆಯ ನಿರತ ನೆನೆಯೂತ ಸೋದಿಯೇನ ನಿರ್ಮಲ ರೂಪನ ರಾಸಲೀಲೆಯ ನಿರತ ನೆನೆಯೂತ ಸೋದಿಯೇನ ನಿರ್ಮಲ ರೂಪನ ರಾಸಲೀಲೆಯ ನಿರತ ನೆನೆಯೂತ ಸೋದಿಯೇನ ನಿರ್ಮಲ ರೂಪನ. ನಿರ್ಬಲ ರೂಪನ ರಾಸಲೀಲೆಯ ನಿರತ ನೆನೆಯೂತ ಸೋದಿಯೇನ ನಿರ್ಬಲ ರೂಪನ ರಾಸಲೀಲೆಯ ನಿರತ ನೆನೆಯೂತ ಸೋದಿಯೇನ ನಿರ್ಮಲ ರೂಪನ ರಾಸಲೀಲೆಯ ನಿರತ ನೆನೆಯೂತ
ಧಲಂ ಕುತಕ ದಿಕ್ಕು ತಕ ತದಿ ಗಿಣ ತೊ ತಜ್ಜಿತ್ ತದಿ ದಿದ್ದಿ ತಕ ta di tom nam takkadtaga dargidtom dittadi didditaka ta di tom nam dittakkadtaga dargidtom tadi didditaka ta di tom nam tadittakkadtaga dargidtom dittakadim didditakadim ta didditakadim tadi didditaka takadittadi didditaka ta di tom nam takkadtaga dargidtom dittadi didditaka ta di tom nam dittakkadtaga dargidtom tadi didditaka ta di tom nam tadittakkadtaga dargidtom dittakadim didditakadim ta didditakadim tadi didditaka takadit tadi didditaka dittadi didditaka tadi didditaka ta didditaka di didditaka ta didditaka di didditaka kadtaga dargidtom takadittadi didditaka dittadi didditaka tadi didditaka ta didditaka di didditaka ta didditaka di didditaka kadtaga dargidtom ta didditaka didditaka di didditaka didditaka ta didditaka di didditaka dittaka dittaka tarkidtom dittaka dittaka tarkidtom dittaka dittaka tarkidtom didditaka tarkidtom didditaka tarkidtom didditaka tarkidtom didditaka tarkidtom didditaka tarkidtom didditaka tarkidtom dittaka tarkidtom dittaka tarkidtom dittaka tarkidtom diggu tarkidtom diggu tarkidtom diggu tarkidtom dittarkidtom 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 darkidtom 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 kidam 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 tom tom tom
நீர்பல ரூபன ராசலீலையா நிரத நினையுத சோதினா நயன மனோகர முகனாகன நவரத ரஞ்சித ரோமாஞ்சனகே நயன மனோகர மோகனாகன நவரத ரஞ்சித ரோமாஞ்சனகே நயன மனோகர மோகனாங்கன நவரத ரஞ்சித ரோமாஞ்சனகே கருணா கருணா Krishna 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 Karuna Veera வீர Raudra Raudra Bhaya Bhaya Adbhuta 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 me ಕೃಷ್ಣನಿನ ನಿನ್ನ ಚರಣ ಕಮಲ ಕೆರಗುವೆ ಶ್ರೀ ವೇಣುಗೋಪಾಲ ಕೃಷ್ಣನಿನ ನಿನ್ನ ಚರಣ ಕಮಲ ಕೆರಗುವೆ ನಿಲ್ದನಗನಿ ಇರೆನು ಕ್ಷಣವೂ ಬೇಗನೆ ಸರಿಯಗೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಲ್ದು ಶ್ರೀ ವೇಣುಗೋಪಾಲ ಕೃಷ್ಣನಿನ ನಿನ್ನ ಚರಣ ಕಮಲ ಕೆರಗುವೆ ನಿಲ್ದನಗನಿ ಇರೆನು ಕ್ಷಣವೂ ಬೇಗನೆ ಸನಿಹಗೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿದು ನೀಲ ಮೇಘ ಶ್ಯಾಮ ಸುಂದರ ಕರೆದರೆ ಸಖಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀಲ ಮೇಘ ಶ್ಯಾಮ ಸುಂದರ ಕರೆದರೆ ಕರೆದರೆ ಸಗಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಆನಂದ ಸುಖವ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ ಆನಂದ ಸುಖವ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ
ಧಲಂ ಕುತಕದಿ ಕುತಕದಿಗಿನ ತದನ ಧನ ತದನ ತದ್ದೀನಿ ತದ್ರುಕುಡೀನು ತಕ್ಕಿಟ ತಕ ಝಂ ತರಿಗಿಡ ಝಂ ತಜ್ಜಂ ತತ್ತರಿಗಿಡ ತದ್ದನ ಗಿಡ ತಜ್ಜೊಣು ಗಿಡ ತದ್ದಿಮಿಗೆ ತದನ ಧನ ತದನ ತದ್ದೀನು ತದ್ರುಕುಡೀನು ತಕ್ಕಿಟ ತಕ ಝಂ ತರಿಗಿಡ ಝಂ ತಜ್ಜಂ ತತ್ತರಿಗಿಡ ತದ್ದನ ಗಿಡ ತಜ್ಜೊಣು ಗಿಡ ತದ್ದಿಮಿಗೆ ತದನ ಧನ ತತ ತಜನು ಜನು ತತ ತದಿಮಿ ದಿಮಿ ತತ ತಕಿಟ ಕಿಡ ತತ ತದನ ತ ತಜನು ತ ತದಿಮಿ ತ ತಕಿಟ ತ ತದಿಂಗಿನ ತುಂ ತಕ ತದಿಂಗಿನ ತುಂ ತಕದಿಕ್ಕು ತದಿಂಗಿನ ತುಂ ತಕತಿಂಗು ತದಿಂಗಿನ ತುಂ ತಕ ತದಿಂಗಿನ ತುಂ ತದಿಂಗಿನ ತುಂ ತಕ್ಕಿಡದಗದಗದಂ ತಕ್ಕಿಡದಗದಗದಂ ತಕ್ಕಿಡದಗದಗದಂ
ಆನಂದ ಸುಖವ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ ಅರವಿಂದ ದಳದಯದಗ ನಂದ ಸುಖವ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ ಅರವಿಂದ ದಳದಯದಗ ನಂದ ಸುಖವ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ ಅರವಿಂದ ದಳದಯದ ಆನಂದ ಸುಖವ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ ಅರವಿಂದ ದಳದಯದಗ ಆನಂದ ಸುಖವ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ ಅರವಿಂದ ದಳದಯದಗ ಆನಂದ ಸುಖವ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ ಅರವಿಂದ ದಳದಯದಗ ಆನಂದ ಸುಖವ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ ಗಮನಿ ಪಾಮಗರಿ ಗರಿನೆ ಸರಿ ನಿದರಿ ಬಬರಿ ಗಮ ನೀ ಪಾಮಗರಿ ಗರಿನೆ ಸರಿ ನಿದರಿ ಬಬರಿ ಆನಂದ ಸುಖವ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ ಅರವಿಂದ ದಳನಯನ ಆನಂದ ಸುಖವ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ ಗೋಪೀಲೋಲ ಮನೋಹರನೀಯನ್ನ ಹೃದಯದಿರಲಿದೆ ಗೋಪಿ ಲೋಲ ಮನೋಹರನೀಯನ್ನ ಹೃದಯದಿರಲಿದೆ ಗೋಪಿ ಲೋಲ ಮನೋಹರನೀಯನ್ನ ಹೃದಯದಿರಲಿದೆ ಆನಂದ ಸುಖವ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ ನೀರ ನಿರ ಮರ ನೀರ ಮಗರಿದ ನೇ ದಾರಿ ದರಿ ದೇ ಸಾರಿ ಗಮನಿ ದರಿರ ಮರ ನೀರ ಮಗರಿದ ದೇ ಸಾರಿ ದರಿ ದೇ ಸಾರಿ ಗಮನಿ ಮರರಿ ದರಿದ ಮರರಿ ದರಿ ದರಿ ದರಿದ ನಿರರಿದ ನಿರಮ ಗಮರರಿದ ಆನಂದ ಸುಖವ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ ಅರವಿಂದನಯನ ಆನಂದ ಸುಖವ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ ನೀಯನತನು ನೀಯನ ಮನನೇ ಎನ್ನುಸಿರು ನೀ ಎನ್ನ ಪ್ರಿಯ ನೀಯನ ತನು ನೀಯನ ಮನನೇ ಎನ್ನುಸಿರು ನೀ ಎನ್ನ ಪ್ರಿಯ ನೀ ಮಧುರ ವಚನ ನೀಡಿ ಕ್ಷಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಮರೆಯಾಗಿ ಹೋಗದಿರು ವನಮಾಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನೀಯನ ಮನನೇ ಎನ್ನುಸಿರು ನೀ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಿಯನೇ ಮಧುರ ವಚನ ನೀಡಿ ಕ್ಷಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಮರೆಯಾಗಿ ಹೋಗದಿರು ವನಮಾಲಿ ಆನಂದ ಸುಖವ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ ಅರವಿಂದನಯನ ನನಗೆ ಸುಖವ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ ಸಾನಿರ ಬಗರಿ ದಾನಿರ ಸರಿ ಮಗರಿ ರಿದರಿ ಮರ ಮದ ಸಾರಿದ ಸಾರಿ ಬಗರಿ ಸಾನಿರ ನಿರ ಮದ ಮಾದರಿ ಗರಿದ ಸನಿದ ನಿರ ಮದ ನಿರ ಬಗರಿದರಿ ಸಾರಿದ ಪರಿರಿ ಬಾರ ಮದ ನಿದರಿ ಆನಂದ ಸುಖವ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ ಅರವಿಂದನಯನ ಆನಂದ ಸುಖವ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ ಭಕ್ತರು ಕರೆದರೆ ವೇಗದಿ ಬಂದುದಗಿ ಕರುಣೆಯಿಂ ಸಕಲರ ಕಾಪಾಡುವೆ ಸತ್ಯಭಾಮೆಗೆ ಪಾರಿಜಾತವ ತಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ ತುಲಾಭಾರವನು ನಡೆಸಿ ತುಳಸಿ ಮಹಿಮೆಯ ತೋರ್ದಿನಿ ರುಕ್ಮಿಣಿಯ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಪದ ಜಗಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ತೋರಿಸಿದ ಆನಂದ ಸುಖವ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ ಭಕ್ತರು ಕರೆದರೆ ವೇಗದಿ ಬಂದೊದಗಿ ಕರುಣೆಯಿಂ ಸಗರರ ಕಾಪಾಡುವೆ ಸತ್ಯಭಾಮೆಗೆ ಬಾರಿರಾದವ ತಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ ತುಲಾಭಾರವನು ನಡೆಸಿ ತುಳಸಿ ಮಹಿಮೆಯ ತೋರ್ದಿನಿ ರುಕ್ಮಿಣಿಯ ಭಕ್ತಿ ಬದ ಜಗಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ತೋರಿಸಿದೆ ಆನಂದ ಸುಖವ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ ಅರವಿಂದನಯನ ನಂದ ಸುಖವ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ ಅರವಿಂದನಯನ ಆನಂದ ಸುಖವ ನೀಡಲು ಬಾರೆಯ ಕರೆತಾರೆಯ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಶ್ಯಾಮನ ಮುಕುಂದನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಕರೆತಾರೆಯ
That was a fabulously presented Varnam. Despite the vagaries of the technicalities. We will now take a small break from the dancing itself and move on to a section of today's program. We would like to felicitate the guests who have graced the occasion. I request Srimati Jyoti Raghuram, senior journalist, art critic and research writer, to kindly grace the stage. I also request Srimati Mayuri Upadhyaya, founder, dancer, artistic director, and principal choreographer of Nritya Rutya, entrepreneur and TV personality, to kindly come on stage. I'd also like to invite Guru Vidwan Sri Nagesh and Vidushi Dr. Sri Ranjita Nagesh, founders of Sri Natya Bharati Trust, to please come on stage. Actually, Namdu and performance key. Actually, I think they have an issue with the mixer. One the ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಇದಾವೆ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್. They are not very cooperative. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಚೇರ್ ಬೇಕು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅದೇ ದಿಸ್ ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬೀನ್ ಇನಫ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದು ಹೆವಿ ಪಾಪಕ್ಕೆ ಎತ್ತಿ ಎಡಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. I'd like to call Deepika on stage to come and take her blessings from all these esteemed guests. Could you kindly cut the lights a little bit? It's a little too bright for them. Salpa dim ಮಾಡಿ stage light. Guru Srimati Minal Prabhu will now present Deepika with a certificate for her Rangapravesha. Thank you, Deepika. One of the most fortunate things for every young artist who gives their debut performance in Arangetram or Rangapravesha. Is that of the art? People who are extremely well-versed, knowledgeable, and doyens in performing arts accept to come and grace the occasion. It takes a lot of time and effort to do that, but they are there to support, bless, and encourage these young dancers. And we are honored to have these guests with us today. I'd like to introduce to you Srimati Jyoti Raghuram, a print and electronic media journalist with over 3 decades of experience. She has worked with top news organizations both in India and abroad, such as the BBC in London, the French TV in Paris, Radio Jamahiriya in Libya, the Press Trust of India, the Hindu and Indian Express, where she has covered Indian politics, health and environmental issues extensively. A rank holder in Bharatanatyam Vidvat, a distinction in Sanskritam, a first class in senior music Veena examination. She is a BA, BS in mass communication, a master's in political science, and an MS in journalism. Her specialized writings on Indian classical dance, music, theatre, cinema, folk and fine arts and traditional art forms are considered a benchmark in journalism. We're extremely happy to have you with us today, and I request that she be felicitated. I request you to kindly come and speak a few words about this evening.
Eldrigu Namaskara. This is neither the occasion nor the platform to talk. However, just a few thoughts. Rangapravesha is more an examination of the guru than the dancer. How well he or she has been groomed. I only got to know now when Deepika's name was her background was being announced, that she has learned from Minal Prabhu for 11 long years. Minal is far behind because 2 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ Rangapravesha ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಈಗ. It takes 2.5 years just to learn the initial steps of Bharatanatyam. And she must be having about a dozen students in all these decades who have done the Rangapravesha. I have been attending the dance classes, workshops, and performances of many teachers, old and young, which includes Minal too. I have seen her workshops, the way she teaches, and her students, perhaps from the 90s, mid-90s, I think I have been saying. So, she is from Kalakshetra Foundation. Tumba criticism in the Kalakshetra Foundation, because there's a rigidity in them, and they're not open to creativity in them. Even those of you who might not know about the finer aspects of the dance could make out there is no rigidity and there's so much of creativity in it, especially in the Varnam, the Navarasas Torasdaga. So there are very few teachers in Bangalore at least who are carrying on the Bani or the style of Kalakshetra Foundation. And I am so thrilled to know as a dance lover to see that there is no dilution in standard of Kalakshetra in Minal's dance classes of Mudrika Foundations. That is the first congratulations to you. Second congratulations is you have passed with distinction. I cannot say first or second rank because there are no other competitors. So from that, yeah, I don't give compliments very easily. That's true. So you can gauge what is the standard of Deepika. Also about the artists of the evening, Gurumurtigal Nodista Idre, it's Prasanna Kumar, two of the most creative percussion artists we have in Karnataka, at the All India level also. ನನ್ನ ಕಾಲು ಕುಣಿಯುತ್ತೆ ಈಗಲೂ. ನೃತ್ಯ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಷ್ಟೋ ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಲೂ ಮೈ ಫೀಟ್ ಟೋ ಟ್ಯಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾದೇಶ್ ಆಚಾರ್, ಐ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಕಾಲ್ ಹಿಮ್ ಎನ್ ಅಪ್ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಸ್ಟ್. ಐ ಡೇರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸೇ ದಟ್. ಹಿಸ್ ವಯಲಿನ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೋ ಜೆಂಟಲ್. Balasubramanian Sharma is one of the most reliable dance vocalists. All of them who've done an excellent job. With Mudrika Foundation, what I have seen of the students is a complete education that you get. Dance is not taught on a piecemeal basis. Dance is a composite art. You need to know a little bit of Sanskritam, Salpa, Bhagavata Gottirbeku, music Gottirbeku, which Deepika has learned. So I have seen, it's not just Deepika I'm talking about. Generally, what you get in Mudrika Foundation is education, cultural education. And it is also a fact that this is the only heritage we can pass on to our children in today's age. And dance nalli, music nalli barkolavaga elru, we hail from a family of musicians. We hail from a family of dancers who are deeply culturally involved. Antala tumba helkoltare, helkobekade, especially in the written format. But I was pleasantly surprised to see Aditya on the flute, who's the first cousin of Deepika. The moment I knew that he is going to play, my curiosity as a reporter came out. My antenna were out. I went on to YouTube and listened to him. Being in the US, when it's a harsh society where your profession is concerned, to have reached this certain level of professionalism is something phenomenal. Congratulations, Aditya. I was very happy to listen to you today and to see you on the flute also. Yes, sadhakarna ಈ ಥರ ಸಮಾವೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಪರ್ಸ್ನಲಿ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಆಲ್ ದ 3 people who are here have a special significance today. Mayuri started Bharatanatyam with Meenal Prabhu, right? She learned from her. She branched off completely into contemporary dance. Most of the dancers in India who are into contemporary dance have a foundational basis in Bharatanatyam or Kathak mostly, that is classical Indian dance. Which means Deepika can also branch out. It does not mean she has to get into contemporary. Bharatanatyam itself has got a built-in choreography. So even if she does not want to take classes, if she doesn't want to become a teacher or a choreographer, she can still bring in a lot of individuality into her dance. That is the first thing I would say because of Mayuri on the stage today. And Nagesh and Sri Ranjita come from one of the oldest schools of dance in Karnataka. HR Keshamurthy anta idru. Avaru Keshav Nritya Shala antiತ್ತು. In fact, they are the first family of dance in Karnataka. He started somewhere in the 40s, late 40s or 50s. ಆ ಪರಂಪರೆನ ಇವರು ಈಗಲೂ ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Just now he told me we had danced together somewhere. I don't remember ಯಾವ ಯುಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ. But his classes also, there's a lot of dignity that I saw in the dance today, which is far removed. ವೇಗ ಯುಗ 2 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು. And Jyoti and Ranganath, congratulations to you for having, because she's a super kid. She's a very well-rounded personality, which every parent would like to have a child like that, boy or girl. She's into sports. She's excellent in academics. And ಈಗಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಮ್ಮದಿ ಕೊಡೋದು ಎರಡೇ ಎರಡು, ಐದರ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರೀಯ ಕಲೆಗಳು, ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರೀಯ ನೃತ್ಯ ಅಥವಾ ಶಾಸ್ತ್ರೀಯ ಸಂಗೀತ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸೋ ಗ್ಲಾಡ್ ದಟ್ ಶಿ ಇಸ್ ಸೋ ಡೀಪ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಟು ಇಟ್. And Rangapravesha is not a destination, not at all. It is just the beginning. And dance is a composite art which gives you, forgive me for saying this, but much more than music. Those of you who have not attended a dance program, please do that as soon as you get an opportunity. Not necessarily of a very well-known dancer. A good chunk of the audience there will be dancers. The liveliness that you see in them, the energy that you see in them is because of dance. It's not just that they are well dressed, they're all very traditionally, beautifully come down there, but the life that you see, there's a zest for life, and that is what dance gives. There is Meenal Prabhu, there are all these people sitting here, and the liveliness is something that dance gives. Like I said, it's a composite art. So one suggestion, I wouldn't say advice, a suggestion to Deepika is, please continue with your dance. Rangapravesha is not a destination, it's just the beginning of a beautiful journey of life itself. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for sharing your wonderful thoughts with us. We have amongst the illustrious guests on the stage today with us, Vidushi Dr. Sri Ranjita, Vidwan G.S. Nagesh, a dancing couple who are disciples, like she said, of the Natyachara Guru Shri H.R. Keshavamurthy, Karnataka Kalashri Vidwan Shri B.K. Shamprakash, and Shantala Awardee Vidushi B.K. Vasantalakshmi. This couple, who have completed their Vidvat exams and Alankar exams, the Gandharva Mahavidyalaya Mandala Navi Mumbai Masters in Bharatanatyam from Performing Arts, Department of Bangalore University. Dr. Sri Ranjita has also completed a PhD in dance and has been awarded a doctorate from the Bangalore University. They have established a dance school, Sri Natya Bharati Trust at Malleshwaram 27 years ago. And this has been accredited by the Akhila Bharatiya Gandharva Mahavidyalaya Mandal Navi Mumbai and has also been recognized as their examination center. They have been working in the field of Bharatanatyam for almost 3 decades, imparting and training thousands of students. They have composed, danced, and choreographed various dance compositions and dance dramas and presented them on prestigious platforms in India and abroad, in countries like England, Wales, China, Canada, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Thailand, and so on. The choreographies and compositions, to name a few: Ashtalakshmi Vaibhava, Dashavatara, Sambhavami Yuge Yuge, Padmavati Srinivasa Parinaya, Nanna Gopala, Prakruti Pragata, Kannada Kavana Nritya Namana, and many more like these. Graded artists of the Doordarshan, the couple have been recognized by many organizations and have been awarded Natya Chatura, Natya Pravina, Kala Poshaka, Best Dancer and Teacher, Kala Shreshta, Kalemane Kalashri, the Golden Couple, Pandit Vishnu Digambar Pulaskar, Sangeeta Kalagaurav Puraskar, and many more such awards. Extremely grateful for your presence today. I request that they be honored. ಈ ಕಲಾ ದಂಪತಿಗಳು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದು ದೀಪಿಕಾಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ 4 ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನಾಡಬೇಕೆಂದು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊತೀನಿ.
ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಇಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡೋಕ್ಕೇನು ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ನನ್ನ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳಿದಿದ್ದು ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರೆದಿರುವ ದಿಗ್ಗಜರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ಹಾಗೂ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಒಂದು ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ದೀಪಿಕಾ ಹಾಗೂ ಅವರ ಗುರುಗಳಿಗೆ, ಹಾಗೂ ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಹಿಮ್ಮೇಳದಲ್ಲಿ ನುಡಿಸಿದಂತಹ ಶರ್ಮಾ ಸರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಗುರುಮೂರ್ತಿ ಸರ್, ಪ್ರದೇಶಾಚಾರ್ಯ, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ತೋರಿಸೋಣ. ಎಸ್, ಇವತ್ತು ದೀಪಿಕಾ ವಾಸ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಮುಟ್ಟಬಾರ್ದು. ದೀಪಿಕಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಕಲಿತಾ ಇದ್ಲು. ಎಸ್, ಇವಾಗ ಅವಳು ಮಿನಲಾ ಆಂಟಿ ಹತ್ರ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ. ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆಲ್. ಹರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಮಿನಲಾ ಆಂಟಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಹೇಳೋಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಚಿಕ್ಕವರಾಗ್ತೀವಿ, ಸೊ ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಗೊತ್ತು ಮಿನಲಾ ಆಂಟಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ನನಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಶಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಥಾಟ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆಲ್. ಅವಳು ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಸೆಡ್, ಇದು ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಏನೂ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ದೆ, ಇದು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಪಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ಅಂತ, ಅವರ ಸಾಧನೆಯ ಒಂದು ಮೆಟ್ಟಿಲಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ದೀಪಿಕಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಬೆಳಕು ಅಂತ. ಜ್ಯೋತಿ ಅವರಮ್ಮ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಜ್ಯೋತಿ, ಆ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಗುರುಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲರ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಸೇರಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಕಾಶಮಾನವಾದ ಒಂದು ಬೆಳಕಾಗಲಿ, ಅವಳ ಜೀವನ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಈ ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಆಶಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ.
ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ದೀಪಿಕಾ, ವೆಲ್ ಡನ್, ಹೀಗೆ ಕೀಪ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಪ್. ನಿನ್ನ ವಿದ್ಯಾಭ್ಯಾಸನೂ ಹೀಗೆ ಮುಂದುವರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಿ ಬೋಲ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಬೇಕೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಪ್ರಕಾಶಮಾನವಾಗಿ ಬೆಳಿ ಅಂತ ಆಶಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮಿಬ್ಬರನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಫುಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ಫುಲ್ ಟು ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಒನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್.
ಶ್ರೀ ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ದೀಪಿಕಾ ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಕಾಮ್ ಗರ್ಲ್, ಯಾರ ಹತ್ರನೂ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾನೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಧೈರ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ಒಂದು ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ನರ್ತಿಸಿದ್ದಾಳೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಅವರ ಗುರುಗಳ ಒಂದು ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ, ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ನೃತ್ಯ ಬಂಧಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದನ್ನು ತುಂಬ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಅಚ್ಚುಕಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ನೃತ್ಯ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲೂ ಹಾಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಒಂದು ಇದು ಸಿಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಆಶಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ Minal madam. She is also one of our gurus because we follow all the senior gurus of in this dance field. So ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅವರಿಂದನೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಲಿಸಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಲಿಸಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಆಭಾರಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅವರ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಅವ್ರ ಕಂಗ್ರ್ಯಾಚುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು, ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹಿತ ಮಾತುಗಳಿಗಾಗಿ. Moving on to our celebrity guest today, Mayuri Upadhyaya, artist extraordinaire, strives to create, innovate visceral and ethereal experiences that widen the perspectives and the perceptions of dance. Weaving innovation and tradition through dance and storytelling is the core of her practice. Mayuri's pieces are a true representation of a contemporary India that is rooted in its incredible culture and global in its interpretation and presentation. An acclaimed choreographer and recipient of the regional Best Choreography Award from Broadway World for the musical Mughal-e-Azam, directed by Firoz Abbas Khan, she has also played a pivotal role as the lead choreographer in the musical Civilization to Nation, produced by the Nita Mukesh Ambani Cultural Center. She is the winner of other awards, including a Manavaratna for contribution in the field of arts and culture, and International Competition for Choreography, Conception in South Korea, and Uday Shankar Award for Best Choreography. Under her direction, Nataraja has performed in over 15 different countries as cultural ambassadors, proudly presenting India at Make in India for the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. They boast of a clientele of the Queen of England, industrialists like the Ambanis, the Birlas, the GVK Group, Bollywood celebrities like Amitabh Bachchan, Rakesh Om Prakash Mehra and Ms. Satyu, fashion designer duo Abu Jani, Sandeep Khosla, to name a few. Her group presentations are an absolute delight to watch. I don't know if you've ever watched them, but if you have an opportunity, you should not miss them. I request that she's felicitated. I request Mayuri to please come and share her thoughts about the evening.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction. Namaste to all the Kalarasikas, to my lovely, lovely dearest Minalaka, my guru, and to all the dignitaries present here, and to the wonderful parents. Thank you for inviting me and making me part of such a wonderful evening. Dance holds a very special place, a very different meaning in each of the performer's heart. I think it's a privilege, it's a huge responsibility, and it's a blessing in each and every body, in each and every practitioner that dance is residing in. When I watch the young, beautiful Deepika perform, of course, her talent is very, very visible. Her potential is even more promising. The agility with which she moves, she's so light at her feet. Her face is very charming. Her smile is very charming, which makes her presence even more warm to the audience. While all this is obvious as a performer, what really attracted me and drew me to Deepika is that there is an enthusiasm in her. There is a zest in her, you know, a zest for life and for dance. And I think this spark in her is going to take her a very, very long way ahead. It's going to light her life very beautifully. And that's what drew me to her, you know. There is a conviction in her craft which stands out. She has faith in her guru and in her craft. And that stood out for me, and that's what drew me to her. To me, my dance is a way that I can escape the world. To me, my dance is a way I heal myself. It's a way I communicate with the world. And to me, it's my anchor. I think to every performer, in time, they develop their own relationship with dance. And it goes beyond performance, you know. And it becomes a way of life. And I do wish that Deepika develops her own meaning of life and her own bond with dance, with time to come. For a dancer to become an artist, I think it's very important that the overall environment is there, you know. And this overall environment is of many components. Of course, you have your friends and family. They are taken for granted. Without friends and family, nothing is possible. And I think the wonderful job that they've done today, the effort taken to bring so many people together, to make this whole evening so beautiful for each of us to experience. It's fabulous, and really big thank you for that. Thank you for being such wonderful parents, nurturing their daughter. But apart from that, every artist needs good fellow artists who can question her, who can make her ask deeper questions in life, you know, who can make her ask what is really important in dance. And I hope Deepika has that in her journey way forward. And more than anything, her guru. And Minal Akka is one of the most invested gurus one can ever find. That I have known Akka over the years as her student, but also outside the periphery when I've gone to zillion other forms, doing many other things. Akka is one of the complete artists, and more than that, she's such a progressive woman. To me, Minal Akka represents simplicity, creativity, and integrity. She's somebody I can go to, and not just me. I'm sure all the dancers in Bangalore, in Karnataka, and in India will say, if you say Minal Akka, they'll say she's so sweet. Any problem, any advice, any mentoring that's required, personal or professional, Akka is always there for her student. And that's a true guru. And I remember when I started my company, we were doing our Rangapravesha, you know, in sort of a way. And Akka was so supportive, which also shows to me that she's such an open-minded artist, you know, and for an artist that's so important. As a guru, when she is open to seeing other art forms, receiving other things, there is a bit of learning and unlearning that happens. And as a guru, when she does that, that seed is implanted in all her students. And for that, I'm very, very grateful, Akka. Very, very grateful to you. And Mudrika Foundation has been an institute that has always churned out wonderful, wonderful artists who not only understand the form and the technique of Bharatanatyam, but who are genuine connoisseurs and lovers of the art form. And there is such sincerity with which they practice, and they continue the traditions and tradition forward. So I really hope that Deepika becomes one of the torch bearers of Mudrika Foundation, and I hope that her light shines bright. So thank you, Akka, once again for calling me and making me part of this. Thank you. And thank you to the wonderful dignitaries here. Thank you for the lovely company, Jyoti Akka, and thank you for giving us such a wonderful student.
Thank you, Mayuri. And now, the recipient of so many people's love, somebody who's a symbol of trust in our world, and there's been so much spoken about her. I've already given you a long introduction to her. I'm not going to do anything more. But the person because of which all of this has happened this evening, I request that she be honored, Guru Srimati Minal Prabhu. Akka, can I invite you to please come and talk?
To all my friends and who are sitting on stage, I won't call you dignitaries because I know you all so closely that if I call you dignitaries, it means I'm putting you somewhere, in a very distant manner. I know all of you personally, and thank you so much for, taking time and coming here and gracing this evening. Thank you so much. I thank each and every one of you in the audience who have come here because we were so worried with the rain coming. I had told my students, if you have to swim across and come for the performance, you have to come. That's it. You can be drenched, but you have to come because you have to support your fellow student, because you have to be there for each other. So if you don't come for her Arangetram, then she won't come for yours. So, it goes on like this. So you have to be the support for each other. And, this is a joke apart. All my students and the parents are there for each other. And for that, I'm so grateful because I don't even need to come here till 5 o'clock for the mic test because everything is taken care of by the students and parents of Mudrika. I'm really blessed. God has been really good to me for having given such good people in my life. And thank you everyone for that. Now coming to Deepika, she's done such a great job. I agree with you that she's got a long way to go, but yes, she's done really well. Deepika, like they told you, is a very quiet child. Unless you prod her in this thing, you don't even know that she shines in all the other aspects because she will not talk and tell anything about herself. So first and foremost, I have taught her how to smile and I have taught her how to open up. From there I've started and then the journey goes on. So whether she's grateful for me for the dance or not, I'm sure she's grateful to me for teaching her how to smile and to, feel enthusiastic about dance. So she's a really very, very quiet and very good student. You tell her something, your next day she will see that the correction is done and she will come. There is no, so she's a good dancer. Yes, she has to do, this is just a beginning and she has to question herself like Mayuri said and go places, and to become an artist, it takes a very long time. But in the process of this Arangetram, so many of my students have done part of the choreography for this thing. That is my way of telling them that, you need to do whatever you need to do, because I don't want everybody to be under my shadow. I want them all to go there and shine and be bright stars by themselves, that they have the capacity to do that. But they all keep looking at me and telling, no, but you do it, but you do it. I said, no, you all have the capacity to do it. You have to go there and shine, and you should be the torch bearers of Mudrika. And I think this is one profession where we get a lot of love. And when our students do well, we take pride in that. So I love this profession because of that, because you take pride in your students, reaching wherever they have reached. And I'm so happy. At 18, I knew I wanted to be a teacher. And I love teaching, and I love Bharatanatyam, and I'm grateful to God for having given me this, chance to do what I love the most in life. I don't know how many of us, many of us are still seeking and finding out what is it that we want. But at 18, I knew that I wanted to do this, and I'm grateful that I could do that. And if I've succeeded, it's because of the fact that I love doing what I'm doing, and I've had great support from my family and friends and co-dancers and my parents from my school. Jyoti has run around and done everything and more. Jyoti and Ranganath have really, really taken a huge thing to arrange everything. I had to walk across from my place to diagonally opposite for the rehearsal. And Jyoti is asking me, can I come and take you? I said, you want to take me on your back and go? She would have probably done it also. So they are so humble, and they're so, so very loving. Thank you so much for everything. And I could never do without the orchestra. They've been with me for years and years. We wait for them to be available to do the Arangetrams. So whether it's Balu or Gigi, Prasanna, Pradesh Achar, all of them have traveled. I mean, Pradesh Achar doesn't travel outside India, but they've all traveled with me when we went to Europe, and we really are like a family. And, I just tell them to write something. Within 5 minutes, Gigi will write a script. Within 2 minutes, Balasubramanya Sharma will put it to music. So they have been the pillars of Mudrika, and thank you so much. My student Anant has always been there for me for the lighting and for everything. And thank you so much, Anant. And Aditya, you've been really great, coming here all the way from the US to play for Deepika, but your playing was amazing. And I think I've covered everybody. I don't want to take too much of your time. Thank you.
Thank you, Akka, from your heart, as always. I'd like to now call on stage the brilliant music ensemble who enthralled us with their music this evening. Karnataka Kalashri Vidwan Shri Balasubramanya Sharma, who's learnt under the industrial gurus Kaipu Lakshmi Narasimha Shastri, Vidwan Shri Sheshagiri Rao, and the late Vidwan Salem P. Sundareshan, has won several awards like the Sangeeta Arnava Karnataka Kalashri Award, Sadhana Nritya Kovida Kala Yogi Award, Sri Ravi Datar Arts Award, Mayura Award. Somebody who is well known not only as a musician for dancers, but also as an extremely good concert musician for Carnatic music. I'd like to invite him on stage and have him honored for the evening. On the Mrigdangam, we had Vidwan Shri G. Gurumurthy, who has also won several awards, amongst which the Karnataka Kalashri is an illustrious recognition by the government of Karnataka. Hailing from a family of musicians, he has had the honor of accompanying Sri Karaikudi R. Mani, who he considers as his Manasika Guru since childhood. In this field for the last 40 years, he's traveled extensively and accompanied many notable dancers and musicians. He's also received awards like the Aryabhatta, the Layakala Chudamani, Karnataka Nadya Ratna, Gokulam Puraskar, Ananyam Puraskar, and the Kalayogi, amongst others. Deepika is so lucky to have him play Mridangam for her Arangetram. I'd like to invite Vidwan Shri Pradesh Achar, who was on the violin, a disciple of his uncle Shri Mysore Gopinath. He became a disciple of Srimati Lalgudi Rajalakshmi later. He also started practicing Carnatic vocal music from Shri Haveri Prahalad Achar and Dr. Vidya Bhushana. He has performed in several music festivals all over, many solo violin performances, has accompanied veteran vocalists like Padma Bhushan, Dr. K.J. Yesudas, Dr. Vidya Bhushana, Aruna Sairam, Maladi Brothers, Sri Unni Krishnan, and so on. He's also a scholar of Sanskrit in the field of Veda and Vedantas. He has also released many vocal CDs of his own. And of course, we have Deepika's cousin, Sri Aditya Sarvesh, who was on the flute today. He began his training under the guidance of Dr. Sunita Grandi and pursued additional training from Ganakala Shri Vidwan Shri L.V. Mukund, both of them disciples of the renowned flute maestro, Dr. N. Ramani. Sri Aditya has won several music competitions in the US, specifically the Cleveland Tyagaraja Aradhana Festival, since the time he was a 12-year-old young boy. He's given several performances throughout the US as a main performer in kacheris for Bharatanatyam and Kuchipudi Rangapraveshams. Living right now in Detroit, Michigan, he works as a technology product manager for a legal immigration firm. He says he's extremely honored to be able to play along with such illustrious musicians and be a part of Deepika's Rangapravesha. I'd like to now call several others who have been responsible for turning this evening to be such an aesthetically beautiful evening, especially all the logistic support that is required for a performance like this. My apologies. How could I forget Karnataka's Sakala Kala Vallaban, Shri Prasanna, Vidwan Shri Prasanna, who was on the rhythm pads today. You know, he's one more of those people who is so well versed in every form of percussion instrument, but then it's only his instruments who speak. He's another extremely quiet person, always in the pursuit of Lalita Devi, and that is why perhaps for a moment I forgot, because he's not vocal at all. Shri Prasanna is known for exceptional dexterity and a firm grip of laya, a resonant voice, and a deep understanding of music and dance. He plays a wide range of percussion instruments and the recipient of various awards like the Ananya Puraskara Award and the Ananya Yuva Pratibha Award. I invite Shri Prasanna on stage, and my apologies again. I'd like to call Shri B. Anant Nagaraj, one of Akka's senior most students and an extremely well-known dancer in Karnataka on stage, who has done the lighting and the stage design this evening. I'd also like to call Shri Chaya Ratna Surya Prakash's team of Darpan, who have handled the videography and the photography for this evening. Can I kindly have one of you on stage, please? We have Shri Kiran Raj of the Anu Kanasu studio, whose job is to make a dancer look glamorous, especially to have when the lights are being profiled on her, to give the right look so that all the expressions on her face are seen clearly while making her look more beautiful than she already is. Before we wind up this section, I'd like to call Sri Ranganath and Srimati Jyoti, who'd like to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everybody. What an overwhelming response. I never expected. In spite of heavy rains, all of you have been here. That shows your regard and love for us. Now, coming to the proposal vote of thanks, I've scripted it because normally in my profession, I'm paid to speak. So they told me specifically, no, you come back here, write a few words. So I've restricted myself to the script. And due to paucity of time, I need to keep myself brief and in my customary duty to thank everybody who have made this memorable event possible. See, Guru Meenal Prabhu and Commander Prabhu, my good old friend. He's somewhere at the back. Normally we sit together at every annual day function and he would tell me, see, she has missed a step. She should correct. And she would say she is not smiling. And I miss him. I thank both for making my daughter what she is today. Srimati Jyoti Raghuram for words of encouragement and blessings. Srimati Mayuri Upadhyaya, sorry, in the invitation we spelt it as Mayuri Upadhyaya. It's my mistake. Bad proofreading. Guru Vidwan Nagesh and Vidushi Dr. Sri Ranjita Nagesh. A guest of honor, we had invited Sri L.V. Mukund, the local tutor, Ganakala Sri L.V. Mukund. Unfortunately, has not been able to be present here. And Mrs. Rekha Harinath, who was the first Carnatic vocal tutor of Deepika. We are missing her. I thank all the musicians, Vidwan Sri Balasubramaniam Sharma for vocal rendition, Mridangam Vidwan Sri G. Gurumurthy, flute Vidwan Sri Aditya Sarvesh. There's an interesting conversation between me and him, whether he should be called Vidwan or not. And we had to get a confirmation from Guru Jyoti Raghuram. And she voted for it and said, if he has performed more than 6 concerts, yes, we can designate him. We can prefix Vidwan. And that's how he is called. Initially, he said, no, don't call me Vidwan. Later on when I said, no, it's approved. Then he said, no, put it. Then, of course, violin Vidwan Sri Pradesh Achar, rhythm pads and kanjira, Vidwan Sri Prasanna, of course, Srimati Supriya Komando, Master of Ceremony, Anand Nagaraj for acoustics, stage decoration, lighting, technical work, guidance and mentorship, parents of students and students of Mudrika Foundation, without whom the arrangements could not have been what it is. Members of the family who have come from different continents, Australia, Argentina, America. Friends and relations from all over the country. Thanks to Sri Chaya Ratna, Surya Prakash and his team Darpan for photography and videography, Sri Ayalu and Sri Vijay Kumar for costume and delivering it on time, more important. Sri Kiran Raj for makeup, staff of auditorium, Srimati Razia Begum and Sri Ramakrishna. Sachin from Udupi, the master chef, for delicious snacks and food. Please don't miss that. And then Suri Prabhu for Shamiana, tables and chairs. And of course, my wife. Yes, she is standing behind me. And she'll always be behind me. And after me too. My dear wife, who is the sole architect in shaping Deepika and taking care of all our needs, which I believe is a thankless job. And I thank all the lords, and not fully Lord Varuna, above who are taking care of us and whose blessings have graced this occasion. And today, I can say that I am father of Deepika, and Deepika is not my daughter. Thank you very much.
That was the proud father. I have a few more people that we'd like to thank and call on stage. I'd like to have Sri Ramakrishna, who has been our support in the auditorium here this evening. Could we kindly have Sri Ramakrishna on stage? I'd also like to call Sri Suri Prabhu, who has provided the Shamiana and other logistic support outside. Can we also have Sri Sachin, who has provided the catering? Sri Suri Prabhu and Sri Sachin, are they here? Yes, they're probably taking care of things outside. And of course, I don't need to introduce myself to at least the Mudrika family. Everybody knows me. I'm Supriya Komandur. And
I'm going to tell you. This is Supriya Komandur, who gave you the beautiful explanation and who did the master of ceremony so beautifully. Thank you, Supriya, for all the good support and everything. And I request Akka to honor Supriya, please. Thank you, Supriya.
I request that our honored guests are escorted back to their seats. And in just a little while, as soon as we're able to clear the stage, we'll start the second section of today's Margam. Can I request a few people from the auditorium to kindly come and help us shift the chairs back? Is there anybody from the management of the auditorium who'd kindly come and help and put the chairs back? Because the chairs are a little heavy. requesting the audience to quickly settle down in your seats.
Hello. Sir, rhythm pad on ಮಾಡಿ.
Deepika continues.
Sir, rhythm pad.
Natana Manohara Nagavarana, a kriti in Ragamalika set to Aditala. Yet again, a unique composition by Sriji Gurumurthy and Sri Balasubramanya Sharma. This kriti is a pain to Lord Nataraja, who constantly comes down to help and empathize with every one of his bhaktas when called. Just like he came down to take in the poisonous fumes and the poison during the Samudra Mantana, he's the Lord of the Pancha Bhutas, or the 5 elements that constitute the entire universe. The composition has been beautifully choreographed, where lyrically it says, Sapta Swaragale Ninna Abharana. And the different ornaments that one sees on the Lord Shiva are alluded to the 7 basic musical notes. Omkaranatave Ninna Usiru. The Omkaranata is your breath itself. You will also see elements of the Ardhanarishwara in this composition. The Lord of Natya by Deepika Ranganath.
Ta Di Tom Nam Nam Tom Di Ta Ta Di Tom Nam Nam Tom Di Ta Ta Di Tom Nam Nam Tom Di Ta Dit Tom Nam Nam Tom Dit Ta Ta Dit Tom Nam Nam Tom Dit Ta 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 Dit Tom Nam Nam Tom Dit Ta Di Ta Dit Tom Nam Nam Tom Dit Ta
Natana Manohara Nagabharana Natana Manohara Nagabharana Natana Manohara Nagabharana Nabisi Bhaji Behu Samazada Shiva Natana Manohara Nagabharana ಭರಣ ನಮಿಸಿ ಭಜಿಪೆವು ಸಾಂಬ ಸದಾ ಶಿವ ನಟನ ಮನೋಹರ ನಾಗಭರಣ 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 ಕರುಣಾಕರ ಶಿವ ನೀಲಕಂಠ ಪಂಚಭೂತಾತ್ಮಕ ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ರಮಣ ಕರುಣಾಕರ ಶಿವ ನೀಲಕಂಠ ಪಂಚಭೂತಾತ್ಮಕ ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ರಮಣ ಕರುಣಾಕರ ಶಿವ ನೀಲಕಂಠ ಕರುಣಾಕರ ಶಿವ ನೀಲಕಂಠ ಕರುಣಾಕರ ಶಿವ ನೀಲಕಂಠ ಕರುಣಾಕರ ಶಿವ ನೀಲಕಂಠ ಶಿವ ಕರುಣಾಕರ ಶಿವ ನೀಲಕಂಠ ಕರುಣಾಕರ ಶಿವ ನೀಲಕಂಠ ಪಂಚಭೂತಾತ್ಮಕ ಆಕಾಶ 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 ವಾಯು ಅಗ್ನಿ ಅಗ್ನಿ ಆಬಹ ಆಬಹ ಭೂಮಿ ಪಂಚಭೂತಾತ್ಮಕ ಪಾರ್ವತಿ ರಮಣ ನಟನ ಮನೋಹರ ನಾಗಭರಣ ನಮಿಸಿ ಭಜಿಪೆವು ಸಾಂಬ ಸದಾ ಶಿವ ನಟನ ಮನೋಹರ ನಾಗಭರಣ ಸಪ್ತಸ್ವರಗಳೇ ನಿಲ್ನಾಭರಣ ಓಂಕಾರನಾದವೇ ನಿನ್ನಯ ಮುಸಿರು ಸದರಿ ರೇ ಗ ಮ ಪ ದ ರ ನಿ ನಿ ದ
Shri Purandaradasa's compositions are not only a musician or a music lover's delight, but something that dancers can revel in it too. They are so full of descriptive references of instances from the Puranas that make the narratives of the Natya elements come alive on stage. Ninyako Nina Hangyako, a popular kriti by the poet saint, is almost like a Ninda Stuti, where the devotee addresses the Lord with seeming irreverence and asks, "Why would I need you or your obligation? I don't have to be beholden to you. All I need is to chant your name for my salvation." He then follows this with praises of how the Lord responds to his great devotees with empathy and love. Sri Purandaradasa here is almost like a good friend who admonishes his Sakha while he still loves him. You will witness stories of Valmiki's intense devotion to Rama and how he turned into a great devotee of Rama. The story of how Prahlada came to be rescued, the Gajendra Moksha, and so on. In the Ragam Vrindavani set to Aditala, this piece has been choreographed by Sri Anant Nagaraj, Akka senior student, under the guidance of Guru Srimati Manal Prabhu.
Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Radha Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Radha Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Radha Narayana Ninyako Ninna Hangyako Ninyago Ninna Hangyako Ninyago Ninna Hangyako Ninna Namada Balavo Didari Sago Ninyago Ninna Hangyako Ninna Namada Balavo Didari Sago Ninyago Ninna Hanyago Ninna Namada Balavu Didari Ninyago Ninna Hanyago Amara Imara ಧ್ಯಾನಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವಾಗ ರಾಮ ರಾಮ ಎಂಬ ನಾಮವೇ ಕಾಯ್ದೋ ಆಮರ ಈಮರ ಧ್ಯಾನಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವಾಗ ರಾಮ ರಾಮ ಎಂಬ ನಾಮವೇ ಕಾಯ್ದೋ ನಾರಾಯಣ 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 Rama 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 Mara 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 Rama 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 Mara 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 ಧ್ಯಾನಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವಾಗ ರಾಮ ರಾಮ ಎಂಬ ನಾಮವೇ ಕಾಯ್ದೋ ನೀನ್ಯಾಕೋ ನಿನ್ನ ಹಂಗ್ಯಾಗೋ ಕರಿಮಕರಿಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿ ಮೊರೆಯಿಡುತ್ತಿರುವಾಗ ಆದಿಮೂಲ ಎಂಬ ನಾಮವೇ ಕಾಯ್ದು ಕರಿಮಕರಿಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿ ಮೊರೆಯಿಡುತ್ತಿರುವಾಗ ಆದಿಮೂಲ ಎಂಬ ನಾಮವೇ ಕಾಯ್ದು ಮೊರೆಯಿಡುತ್ತಿರುವಾಗ ಆದಿಮೂಲ ಎಂಬ ನಾಮವೇ ಕಾಯ್ದೋ ನೀನ್ಯಾಗೋ ನಿನ್ನ ಹಂಗ್ಯಾಗೋ ಹಂಗ್ಯಾಗೋ ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದನ ಪಿತ ಬಾಧಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವಾಗ ನರಸಿಂಹ ಎಂಬ ನಾಮವೇ ಕಾಯ್ದು ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದನ ಪಿತ ಬಾಧಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವಾಗ ನರಸಿಂಹ ಎಂಬ ನಾಮವೇ ಕಾಯ್ದು ನಾರಾಯಣ ಹರಿ ನಾರಾಯಣ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಹರಿ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಹರಿ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಭಯಂಬ ರಾಮವೇ ಕಾಯ್ದೋ ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದನ ಪೀತ ಬಾಧಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವಾಗ ನರಸಿಂಹ ಎಂಬ ನಾಮವೇ ಕಾಯ್ದೋ ನೀನ್ಯಾಗೋ ನಿಂದ ಹಂಗ್ಯಾಗೋ ಹಂಗ್ಯಾಗೋ ಯಾಕೋ ನಿನ್ನ ನಾಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಿಯಾರನು ಕಾಣೆನು ಘನ್ನ ಮಹಿಮ ಸಿರಿ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ ನಿನ್ನ ನಾಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಿಯಾರನು ಕಾಣೆನು ಘನ್ನ ಮಹಿಮ ಸಿರಿ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ 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 ವಿಠಲ
After that transportation, literally to the divine abode for all of us by Deepika, before she concludes the performance with her tilana, Deepika wants to share a few of her thoughts with everybody here today. She has decided to talk to you all after she finishes Tilana. So she today presents the famed Kalinga Tilana by Uttukadu Venkatasuba Iyer. It's now been decades since this has been one of the most popular Tilanas for dancers and musicians alike. It is said that after composing this Tilana, when Venkatakavi sang it in front of the icon of Krishna in the temple, apparently the icon started shaking in appreciation of this Tilana. In the ragam Gambiranate, Kalinganartana Tilana.
Tam dim ternetam, tam dim ternetam, dinadagidam dim ternetam, dinadagidam dim ternetam, dinadagidam dim ternetam, dinadagidam dim ternetam. dinadaginadam dimda dinadaginadam dinadaginadam dimda dinadaginadam dimda अधिक मृदुल पद निकट तरंगोत्तुंगतारंग नृत्तक नृत्तगदाम तगदई तगदधीन्द्रिय तदगता गिट जग जग दृग जगनंदम तक जग तक जग दृग जगनंदम यमुना तटाक तुंग तरंगम हिमकरस्थिमितरमित शुभांगम इतस्ततश्चर करुणापांगम यतिवर हृदय सरोरुह भृंगम ದಿನಕತಿಲ್ಲಾನ 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 ಧೃಗತಗಟತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ತಿಲಕ ಸಿಂಧೂರ ಅಲಕ ಶೃಂಗಾರ ವದನ ಗಂಭೀರ ಉರ ಗಗನ ಸಂಚಾರ ನಂದ ಸುಕುಮಾರ ನವನೀತ ಧದಿಚೋರ ಚಂದಮಣಿಹಾರ ಜಲಜ ಭುವನು ತದೀರ್ ನನ್ನಂದ ಸುಕುಮಾರ ನವನೀತ ಧದಿಚೋರ ಸ್ವಚ್ಛಂದ ಮಣಿಹಾರ ಜಲಜ ಭವನು ತದೀರ್ ಜಯ ವಿಜಯೀ ಭವನಂದ ಕುಮಾರ ರಜ ಜನ ಪರಮಾನಂದ ಕಿಶೋರ ಕಾಳೀಯ ನಟನಾನಂದ ಗಂಭೀರ ಕರುಣಾ ರಸಯುತ ಭಾವ ಶರೀರ ಧೀಂ ತದಾಂ ತದೀಂ ತದಾಂ ತದೈ ಧೀಂ ದತ್ತಾಂ ತದೀಂ ದತ್ತಾಂ ತದೈ ಧೀಂ ದದಾಂ ತದೀಂ ದದಾಂ ತದೈ ಧಿಮಿತ ಧಿಮಿತ ಕಿಟ ಜನುಜು ಗುಣಂ ದಹಿತ ಗುಣಂ ತರಿ ಧಿಮಿತ ದ ಕುಧಿಮಿತ ಧೀಂತ ಕಿಟ ಜಡು ವ್ರಜ ಕುಮಾರ ಮಹಿಮಾಲಂಕೃತ ವನಮಲಾಧುರಂಧರ ಕೃತ ಕೃತಾಕಾರ ತಜ್ಜಂ ತತ್ತ ಕಜ್ಜಂ ತತ್ತ ಕಂಡಂ ತತ್ತ ಕುರ್ರಂ ತತ್ತಜ್ಜಂ ತತ್ತ ಕಜ್ಜಂ ತತ್ತ ಕಂಡಂ ತತ್ತ ಕುರ್ರಂ ತತ್ತ ಕುಜಡಂ ಧರಿತ ಕುಜಡಂ ಧರಿತ ಜಣಂ ಧರಿತ ಧಿಮಿತ ಕಿಟ ಜಣುತ ಕುಜಡಂ ಧರಿತ ಕುಜಡಂ ಧರಿತ ಜಣಂ ಧರಿತ ಧಿಮಿತ ಕಿಟ ಜಣು ಅದ್ಭುತನ ತನ ಚಿತ್ರಿತ ಮುದ್ರಿತ ವಿದ್ಯುತಮುದ್ಭವಮದ್ಭುತಮದ್ಭುತತ ಕುಜಡಂ ಧರಿತ ಕುಜಡಂ ಧರಿತ ಅದ್ಭುತ ನರ್ತನ ಚಿತ್ರಿತ ಮುದ್ರಿತ ವಿದ್ಯುಕಮುದ್ಭವಮದ್ಭುತಮದ್ಭುತತ ಕುಜಡಂ ಧರಿತ ಕುಜಡಂ ಧರಿತ ದಿತಿಸುತ ಕಾಲ ವಿಧಿನುತ ಶೀಲ ಅತಿಶಯ ನೀಲ ಧೃತ ಬರಲೋಲ ಧರಿತ ಗುಡ್ಡನಂ ಧರಿತ ತಿಥಿ ಸುತಕಾಲ ವಿಧಿನುತಶೀಲ ಅತಿಶಯ ನೀಲ ಧೃತ ಪದಲೋಲದ ಕುಜಡಂ ಧರಿತ ಕುಜಡಂ ಧರಿತ ಝಡಂ ಧರಿತ ಧಿಮಿತ ಕಿಟ ಜಡುತ ಧಿಮಿತ ಕಿಟ ಧಿಮಿತ ಕಧಿಮಿತ ಕಿಟ ಧಿಮಿತ ಕಧಿಮಿತ ಕಿಟ ಧಿಮಿತ ತತ ತತ್ತೋಂ ತತ್ತೈ ಧೃಗಿಡದಗತೋಂ ತರಿಗಿಟ ತಾಕು ಜಡಂ ದರಿದ ತಕು ಜಡಂ ದರಿದ ಜಡಂ ದರಿದ ಧಿಮಿತ ಕಿಟ ಜಡುತ ದಿಬ್ಬಿದಿತ್ತಯ್ಯ ತರಿಗಿಡದಗತ ಗಜಂ ಅತಿಶಯ ಸುಖ ನಿರುಪಮಗರ ಪಾದಜಂ ಸರಸ ಮೋಹ ಮುರಳಿ ರವನಾದ ಸಕಲ ಲೋಕ ಸಮ್ಮೋಹನ ಗೀತ ಕುಧಿ ದಕದಿ ತಕತ ತೈತ ಗದ ದೈದ ಧಿಗದಕ ತಕ ಧಿಣ್ಣತ್ತಾಂಗುದಾದೈದಾಂಗುದ ದೈದ ಕದಂಬ ಬಿಸಿಲಯ ಮಿಲಿತ ನೂಪುರ ಪತಂಜಲಿ ಸುಕೃತ ಪಾದತ್ತಾಂ ಕದಂಬ ಕಿಸಲಯ ಮಿಲಿತ ನೂಪುರ ಪತಂಜಲಿ ಸುಕೃತ ಪಾದತ್ತಾಂ ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿಗ ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಧಿಗ ಧಿಗ ತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ದತ್ತೋಂ ತಂಡಂಗೀಡತ್ತೋಂ ಗತ್ತೈ ಗತ್ತೋಂ ತಕ್ಕತ್ತಾಗಿಡ ತರಿಗಿಡತಾಂ ತದೈ ತದೋಂ ತದೈ ತತ್ಯಜೋರಗ ಬಂದ ಅದ್ಭುತಂಗ ಶಿರಸಿ ಚರಣಂ ಚಲನಂ ಹೃದನಂ ಹೃದನಂ ವದನಂ ಜಿತ ಚಂದ್ರವದಂಕರ ಕಂಕಣ ಕಿಂಕಿಣಿ ನಂ 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 ವದರದ ಧಿಮಿ ಧಿಮಿ ಜಣು ಜಣುತ ತಥಾಂ ತತಿಲ್ಲಾನ ಕನಕ ಭೂಷಣ ತಗಿಡ ತಗ ತಟಾಯ ಮುಖ ಭರ ಮಂದ ಸ್ಮಿತ ನರವರ ಪೂಜಿತ ಪದಯುಗಳ ಹರಿಜಯ ವಿಜಯೀ ಭವನಂದ ಕುಮಾರ್ ರಜಜನ ಪರಮಾನಂದ ಕಿಶೋರ್ ಕಳೀಯ ನಟನಾನಂದ ಗಂಭೀರ ಕರುಣಾರಸಯುತ ಭಾವ ಶರೀರ್ ಮದ ಮಧುಕರ ಮಧುಪದರನದ ಮನಯನ ಕಮಲದಳ ಚಲನ ಮುನ್ ಹೃದಯ ಮವಿಜೋರ ಚಾತುರ ದಯಾಗರ ಮುರಾರಿ ಶ್ರೀಕರ ಮದ ಮಧುಕರ ಮಧುಪದರನದ ಮನಯನ ಕಮಲದಳ ಚಲನ ಮುನಿ ಹೃದಯ ಮವಿಜೋ ಪ್ರಜಾದುರ ದಯಾಕರ ಮುರಾರಿ ಶ್ರೀಕರ ಮದ ಮಧುಕರ ಮಧುಪದರನದ ಮನಯನ ಕಮಲದಳ ಚಲನ ಮುನಿ ಹೃದಯ ಮವಿಜೋ ಪ್ರಜಾದುರ ದಯಾಕರ ಮುರಾರಿ ಶ್ರೀಕರ ಮುರಾರಿ ಶ್ರೀಕರ ಮುರಾರಿ ಶ್ರೀಕರ.
We will have Deepika now talking to all of you about her experiences of learning dance and how it's been with her for Manalaka.
Good evening, everyone. I want to express my gratitude to my guru, Meenal Auntie. Your guidance and unwavering support have made me a dancer today. You've not only taught me the intricacies of Bharatanatyam, but also have imparted invaluable lessons that have shaped me to be more resilient and a confident person. Thank you for believing in me and inspiring me every step of the way. I would also like to extend my sincere thanks to accomplished musicians who have encouraged my support and all the way for today's performance. Balu sir, Gurumurthy sir, Prasanna sir, Pradesh sir, and my beloved brother Adityarna. Your artistry and rhythm brought performance into my life, enhancing every movement with your beautiful music. To my family and friends, your presence here today means the world to me. Thank you for encouragement and love that have been my constant source of strength. Your belief in me has made this journey even more special. All my family members from Bangalore and abroad have extended their helping hand and supported me enormously. Finally, Appa, Amma and Party, thank you for putting up with my tantrums. Your encouragement and understanding have allowed me to pursue my passion wholeheartedly. I'm truly grateful for everything you've done to me and can reciprocate only with my love. Thank you all once again for being here today and for sharing in the celebration of dance, and I look forward to continuing this journey with all of you by my side. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Deepika, for that brilliant performance today. Thank you, audience, for having been such wonderful audiences. There is dinner waiting for you, and both Sri Jyoti and Ranganath have asked me to extend a dinner invitation to all of you. Kindly have your dinner without fail when you leave. Good night to all of you.